Thank you to our friends at MasterCard for joining us on Date with DANU. You can now travel light, you can entertain people light, you can just go anywhere without the hassle of carrying money because MasterCard just makes life so much more easier. Come to know more details about all the amazing deals and offers on their social handles, and at the same time, every moment can be priceless with our friends at MasterCard. They greet you, they keep you entertained, they sort of glue the things that are falling apart when an event happens. All this and more happens when a compeer takes charge. Let's speak more about this industry with some of the faces you very well know.
Hi, I'm Sharon Mascarenhas. I'm a TV and news presenter.
Hi, I'm Trishma Pinto and I'm an events presenter.
And we are both here on a
Date with DANU.
Hi guys, my name is Fahad Farook. I'm an international trainer and certified transformative coach, and I am here to go on a date with DANU.
The show has always been on demand, and today I think it's quite exciting that we have MCs, so it's not going to be a total journalist or media related show, but it's going to be something fun.
Yes, indeed, and I'm looking forward to it because we're amongst friends and it'll be fun to talk about our experiences both on and off the stage.
So we've seen DANU most of the time at shows, and we've introduced him as our guest as well. We can't put him on the spotlight, can we?
I wish we could, but I think today he's the one going to put us on the spotlight.
I guess DANU's running out of people to invite on a date with DANU because this is the second time he's called me after the last time. I didn't think he'd have me back because there was a lot of playful banter going back and forth, but hey, I guess I'm here and hopefully it'll go smoother this time. Let's see.
And welcome to the show. Well, you would have seen them giving you the good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here. That part of every event. I'm happy to have Trishma, Fahad and Sharon. Thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having
me. We were going to have one more person, but then we had problems with bookings, that's an issue. To start with, is this a lucrative job to be in?
I'll have to say yes if you're good enough. There's always space for somebody who's talented and people are willing to pay you if you're the best at what you do.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's why we're doing it. But also, I think that there are different price points you can play at, and it's like any free market, I guess. Like talent plus your price point.
It's a job in demand. It works out for everyone.
Do you all pay tax?
Of course.
Yes.
Yesterday, I saw at an event and all types of names, because I host a few events, but I try and host. I've once compared with her. I try and not read names because I get it wrong always. Even the names I know, I will say it wrong. I just don't know why. How do you manage Sri Lankan gay names, Sinhala, Bata, Alla Bata Nama?
Well, I think it's just because I try harder than the normal citizen here because I know that this is not my native tongue. So I make it a point that I know if this is a word that I've not come across before, I will check on it before I go and say it. So I guess that's why.
Yes.
Hard work.
I know.
Homework.
Have you mucked up names?
Yeah.
How do you get out of it?
I write it in Sinhala.
No, have you said it and then you...
I apologize and I correct it at
really?
the same time. Yeah.
It happened to me, but I didn't realize I said the wrong name. After I came off stage, they were like, this is the wrong name.
Yeah.
So now I'm in the process of writing them a letter of apology.
Even now?
Yeah. Like, I mean, sometimes it just, you're so used to it, just sometimes happens,
And you have to write an apology?
No, you don't have to. I'm just
But you're just being kind about it.
Yeah.
Recently, I hosted this event few months ago. I apparently read 90% of the names wrong. but it's just that the institution was mentioned prior to their name, so they knew who I was calling. So, but actually, it's a tough thing when you're a Sri Lankan name. Like, I could read you as Sharon,
Correct.
or Sharon.
So we make it a point, sometimes we request the client to write Mr. or Miss or Mrs.
Yeah.
to make it clear. Sometimes they write male, female on the side so that
Right.
it helps us because, tell me a name fast. Saranga or Saranga
The.
can be the same.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if clients do help us out with things like that, I think we read it out. If they don't, then we sometimes pronounce the wrong thing, and then we can see a guy walking up, and like if it's a graduation, everyone starts giggling.
Giggling, and then
Yeah.
you.
It's a bit embarrassing, but yeah.
Are there events that I'll say no to? Like saying, oh, this is not my thing, I don't want to do it.
I have.
Yes.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
do.
I have.
Yeah.
Like, what are the things that you'll not do?
If they don't have the budget, I won't do it.
Without the budget issue, like the type of an event.
Well, I think I stopped doing mall-based events a while back. And those are Dawasama Awwe Pichana.
Yeah.
Those also I kind of say no to.
Yeah.
Also, like, you know,
Skincare matters.
yeah, as you can see. But also if it's like for me at least heavily political events, I generally say no to. Yeah.
Right. So no outdoor, no political, and no mall. Just giving a little rundown. You?
More similar because I work for Rupawahini, so because of that, I just want to be biased towards everyone. So then we make it a point not to get on any sort of political event. And then again, outdoor, sometimes, no offense to anyone watching, the type of concerts. There could be singular bands that could be in attendance, and then you need to fit the right MC to that. So there are
Correct.
chances where I kind of introduce and say, why don't you go with so and so, that they will
Yeah.
do a better job
Because
than me.
I think you are too. You're too neat.
Not
You
because
can't
of
be
that,
like,
Danu. They bring us in.
Today we have
No.
Saribuchu. That's not going to work.
You know why they get us in?
Yeah.
Because there could be like a ambassador of a country and just one person in attendance, so they will bring like an English MC there to
Just to
cover up.
make him understand.
Yeah, and then
or
they'll be
her
like add a few singular
Words in
words,
there.
and then you're done.
And then, like all the ones who are there are like,
Nah, nawattala sinduwa denna.
for you,
Similar. Also, if I've had an experience with that client before and I know that they're not professional, or they leave things too much to the last minute, then I would rather recommend them why don't you go for somebody else, because I wouldn't like to go through something that's so chaotic and
Stressful,
disorganized
yeah.
and stressful. Yeah.
I'm also learning a few things. Let's get into one of my favorite segments, and it's called Hot Seat. Thank you to our friends at Crystal Luxury Wellness. Thank you for joining us on Date with Danu. Now, I would like to give you some info about that Crystal Villa. It's a perfect place for you to go chill and relax from morning till evening. Now, they have something called Elixir, which is the first time in Sri Lanka that you can have sports injuries covered, you can have great skin, you can even work on detoxing your body, and so much more. This is something that is world known, but for the first time, Crystal Luxury Wellness brought it down to Sri Lanka for you to experience it and also see quick results. When you already take medication, it tends to break down and only 50% of it gets absorbed into your body, but when it is given through your veins, you tend to experience 100% results. Thank you for joining us on the show. So visit them or more details on their social handles. Now, let's get into questions. All right, I'm asking the same questions for everyone, so individually take time to answer. Here we go. Out of the two seated next to you, who would you recommend to host an event if you are unable to?
Trishma.
Sharon.
We keep passing
Because
work
everyone who
all
calls
the
me
time.
always asks for a replacement for
Yeah.
a female
So we
English
always-
MC, and we're always on the
Yeah.
phone recommending each
And
other.
also to tell you, Danu, we share a lot, like
Pretty much
no
every
jealousy,
week.
nothing like that. We just pass it on.
Fahad?
That's really unfair. Because it's gender based.
I know. We were supposed to have another man, but didn't come. So,
Okay, so I will say Danu.
okay.
Oh, wow.
I haven't got any still.
From today.
Thanks. If you had to give one constructive criticism to your fellow compeers, what would it be?
Like anybody out there?
Anybody here as well?
Don't talk too much.
Are we mentioning the name?
No.
Okay.
Same thing for me, like keep it concise.
Yeah.
And if you are a co-host with somebody else, make sure you have a good relationship with them because you really need to be able to share work equally on stage. So that's some criticism. Feedback, suggestion if you'd like, yeah.
Can you describe who you're talking about?
Well, definitely not Fahad, for sure. Not Fahad. He's the best co-host.
Aww.
A dream event that you're waiting to host one day.
That's hard. Oh, that's hard. The Olympics.
Okay.
Well, perhaps something on a very international scale, which will probably take us, outside Sri Lanka to experience something new, something on the likes, like Sharon said, Olympics or like the Miss World pageant or something like that. That'll be fun.
Yeah, something international. Maybe a glamorous international thing.
Because Danu, I think we have all been exposed to working with different sort of clients, and then sometimes the client also wants a bit of a swap. So then,
Yeah. Clifford Richard, Arun Dias, Faisal Bonzo, Nidra Williams, Noeline Hunter, Savitri Rodrigo. Your top 2 picks from each gender. You can pick one from each gender.
what's
You
the
don't know
type
any
of
of these
event?
people?
Some of them, I'm sorry, I've not
Just
heard.
out of the ones you know, you can pick one
Okay.
person.
What's the type of event?
And there's
Some of
nothing
them
like
are
that.
good at
Just
whatever they-
general, okay? Just
Wait, so we have to identify the, now Danu is looking for a scandal, no?
Yeah.
So we can't clarify these answers, right?
I'm just asking just in general.
What's your question again?
Specific Danu.
Top 2
Of
you
each
will-
gender.
Yeah, so
Of each
one from
gender.
each gender.
Yeah.
Okay, and could you repeat the names?
Our names, okay? Clifford Richard, you know?
Yes,
Arun Dias,
Yes.
you know. Faisal Bonzo,
yes.
Nidra Williams,
I've never met her.
Noeline Hunter,
I've never met her, but I know her. Yeah, I know
Savitri
her.
Rodrigo.
Yes, I've met her and I know her, yeah.
Now pick.
All right. Okay, so it's easy for me. Among the 3 ladies that you've said, I only know 2 of them, so I'll probably say Noeline Hunter and Savitri Rodrigo.
Oh, she has picked 2.
You can do
You
that.
can do
No,
that.
I just mean one person out of the women.
Oh,
Oh,
one out of the
okay.
women. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, I know that Savitri is still very active, so I would go with Savitri because she's still in the scene and she's doing a lot of
Men
gigs.
out of the male.
Out of the men, I think perhaps, wow, I've worked with all of them. This is so hard. Yeah, I think I'll go with what Sharon said. What is the type of event you're talking about?
Which is why I asked.
Any type of event.
Because see,
Annie here just answered the question.
Uncle Arun has like a different scale of events that he
Fahad,
does.
answer and show how it should be done.
Clifford, Savitri.
Thank you. Now to you.
Definitely Savitri. It's hard again, whether it's Clifford or Faisal or Arun out of the 3. But Faisal Bonzo dominates the industry,
Okay.
that I can tell you.
Well, since Sharon has said Faisal, I'll go with Clifford. I know Faisal wouldn't hold it against me. We work a lot together, so we
We'll count
both
those
chose
parts.
1 each.
We'll cut those parts. It's time for a break. Actually, Fahad wins this.
I didn't know there was a prize.
There is
It
always
was
a prize.
easy for him because he started with.
Making it proud and stylish, our friends at Tony Palais, who are dressing me today, really know how to give the styles that we need when it comes to footwear. They've really mastered the art, from their leather soles to their rubber soles and so much more. They have such a variety for you to choose from. In terms of designs, they have over 300 at any given time. Check out their social handles today to purchase your favorite pair that'll go with your casual, semi-casual, formal, you name it, they have it all. friends at Shirtworks will definitely not disappoint you. If you're not going to, find those options for you to feel comfortable with in terms of shirts. Now, sometimes when I find shirts, the arms are fine, but the stomach does not work. Sometimes my chest is a bit too tight. All these type of problems. If you don't fall into that perfect bracket, well, you don't have any of those worries anymore. You can now stitch a shirt that really fits you well. You can visit Shirtworks and they will work with Edie's array of fabrics, giving you stunning, amazing shirts. And the best part is you can style your collar, you can style your cuff, you can style whatever you want the way you want. Always there's a comment about the suit that I wear in terms of where do you find this? It's very simple. I just go to Taxilon and they know exactly the fact that I want all these crazy colors. I like to experiment, mix and match and all of these stuff. Well, you can now go to town because they have so much to choose from in terms of fabric, in terms of detailing and so much more. Visit Taxilon, located at 1 Golfways, Colombo, level 3, if not even at Colombo 7. Everything is available on Google Map. Check them out today. I'm Amal Kumaria today. Petals by Hasa are part of the show. I'm telling you, they have such a range for you to choose from. You have a big day coming up. You want to really surprise someone, be extra romantic, all types of things you want to do. And he is the master in this business because one, he really knows how to mix and match, make that moment special, and at the same time, spoil you with options. So if you have a big day coming up, planning your wedding, do speak to them. They are the best in the business and they really know how to make a moment very, very special. For my two lovely ladies, the reds will go with her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A little bouquet for Fahad. You get a voucher as well.
So they don't get vouchers?
No, because you have a girlfriend, you can buy for.
Oh, that is so cute.
Right? That's why you get a small.
Thanks.
Thank
And
you.
that's for you.
Thank you.
And that's from our friends, Petals by Hasa.
Every space.
It's time.
Thank you to our friends at MasterCard for joining us on Date with DANU. You can now travel light, you can entertain people light, you can just go anywhere without the hassle of carrying money because MasterCard just makes life so much more easier. Come to know more details about all the amazing deals and offers on their social handles, and at the same time, every moment can be priceless with our friends at MasterCard. Now, talking about priceless moments, tell me a priceless moment you all have had on off stage.
All right, I'll start. So Fahad was there to witness this because we were behind the screen for an event where, due to whatever reason, the items on the agenda were all shuffled up, right? So we didn't really know which item was going up next,
Nice.
whether it was the third item or the seventh item. We had no idea because
Means it was a technical error?
No. It was just that there was so much left to chance that we just kept putting up performers on stage as and when they were ready because there were so many performers involved. So I thought we were coming towards the end of the event because we really didn't have a lot of instruction as to what's happening. So somebody from the team said, okay, put XYZ performer up. And according to the agenda, they were
That
the
person was
last
the last
item, all right? So we had a crowd outside that was really excited, really high from the energy at the event because we were sending top names in the music industry on stage.
And
You remember this?
Yeah, and it was a very international-ish audience as well.
Yeah. People from all different countries in the audience. And I remember me and Fahad were backstage. And Fahad was holding up a light because there was not enough light backstage for me to read the script, okay?
Right.
So Fahad was holding light from his phone, the torchlight.
I was a light person.
Yeah, he was basically the light person. I was supposed to make the announcement. So the event manager comes and says, send XYZ performer up, okay? And I know that on the agenda, that's the last performance. So I'm like, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're now presenting to you the last performance. And the event manager looks at me and said, that's not the last performance. And the whole audience, when I said the last performance, they were like, oh
man.
Exactly, that's what they said. And then the event manager was like, no, it's not the last performance. And then I said, oh, I'm just kidding. And the whole crowd just erupted. Like, they were so happy. And I was just looking at Fahad thinking, I've never been happier to make a mistake. Because the audience was so alive. And I said, no, I'm just kidding.
But it's actually just a blessing to have audience like that.
Yeah.
You have some people like you say hello.
Because, they were so interactive and they were so energetic that I think no matter what I said, I would have gotten away that day because they were just so forgiving and so loving to the both of us. They showed us a lot of energy. And I know
that's true.
that was a fun day.
Yeah. I think like priceless moments happen often when the audience is engaged with you, right?
Definitely.
Sometimes you say something and the vibe is there, and then you
feel like doing more, and you want to do more than what you're paid for because you're.
And you feel the energy vibing, and then it's good.
Now, professional questions. Now, these are things for people who are organizing events, or even you want to get a compere for an event. Please understand they're also humans. They have things to do. So when they book you for like an evening event, and you're like, what time should I be there? And it's 6 o'clock. Okay. What time is it ending? 10 o'clock. Okay. Now it's 12:30. What do you all do?
Finished at 12:30.
Yeah. Now it's 10 o'clock. It's 12:30. Yet this is dragging.
I think I'm not sure about, I think Fahad has had an experience where you have had a flight that you had to run to. We have had issues where we have taken another event. Maybe let's say we started the event in the morning and then there's an extension. So it's always very stressful for us because we want to ensure that this event works out really well, and then we want to get to the next venue. And if they have it somewhere really far away, we're under severe stress because we need to prepare ourselves for the next event and then get there on time, make that client happy, all of that. So it's hard.
So what you all do at a time, even if you all have no other commitment, but they're just eaten into your time.
All right, see, there's nothing much to do apart from finish the show, unless I have to run for something else, in which case I've already communicated that prior, that I have to leave at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and you have to release me no matter what happens because you've booked me only till this time and I have another event. And so because I've communicated with them, they'll probably have to run the show by themselves if they do that. But I've had, okay, so since you're saying there's no other gig after that, I've had clients who have been nice enough to pay me for the extra time as well. So I think that's the right thing to do. If your event is dragging on for way longer than you first communicated, it would be nice to compensate the MC for their extra time.
But also, Danu, there are chances where this can be a long-standing event or a long-standing client that you've been working with. Then, I mean, you make friends with them, and then
that's a different story.
But also, I think one thing that I've started to do is, like, if it's a 2-hour event, I will speak to the event plan and say, like, logically, I'm going to even cost you for about an hour and a half extra buffer, right? So you know, you see the agenda and you know there are some things that are going to take over time. So you cost for it anyway. Largely, you just keep a little bit of time otherwise. Yeah. But if it's like a hard and fast, then you say like we got to start on time because unknown type of thing, right?
Yeah. But what do you all do when clients don't pay? That's a bit of a common issue that a lot of MCs tend to face because sometimes they say we'll pay you at the event. Sometimes they say we'll pay you 50% and then we'll pay. And then they're like, we didn't bring the cash today, but tomorrow can I just transfer it to the account? Have you all had moments like that?
Not anymore for me. I think like earlier it used to happen, but now like we've been around for such a long time, you have relationships with everybody that it's been largely. Look, only recently there was one agency I was working with for the first time and they delayed payments and I was like, okay, from the next event, you pay me prior, others I'm not turning up. It was just specifically there, but other than that, all the event planners, all the event managers.
So do they block you at that time, like saying, okay, he's just being demanding? People tend to take things, professional things personally.
It's not.
Spill the beans.
Not anymore. I don't think so.
Not really, but I think when we were starting, it was always a challenge. Like, sometimes we will have to remind them constantly, saying, hi, payment. It's things like that. But I think as of recent now,
nothing.
maybe the price too.
What do you
Because when you're in
yes.
a higher
Yeah.
price, then you know you're working with a quality client.
Yeah.
Right. They also know that they need to
Maintain
maintain
that.
to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's speak more when we do come back. There's so much to ask. When we do come back, we will continue this. It's time for a break. Making it proud and stylish, our friends at Tony Palais, who are dressing me today, really know how to give the styles that we need when it comes to footwear. They've really mastered the art, from their leather soles to their rubber soles and so much more. They have such a variety for you to choose from. In terms of designs, they have over 300 at any given time. Check out their social handles today to purchase your favorite pair that will go with your casual, semi-casual, formal, you name it, they have it all. Our friends at Shirtworks will definitely not disappoint you. If you're not going to, find those options for you to feel comfortable with in terms of shirts. Now, sometimes when I find shirts, the arms are fine, but the stomach does not work. Sometimes my chest is a bit too tight. All these type of problems. If you don't fall into that perfect bracket, well, you don't have any of those worries anymore. You can now stitch a shirt that really fits you well. You can visit Shirtworks and they will work with ED's array of fabrics, giving you stunning, amazing shirts. And the best part is you can style your collar, you can style your cuff, you can style whatever you want the way you want. Always there's a comment about the suit that I wear in terms of where do you find this? It's very simple. I just go to Taxilon and they know exactly the fact that I want all these crazy colors. I like to experiment, mix and match and all of these stuff. Well, you can now go to town because they have so much to choose from in terms of fabric, in terms of detailing and so much more. Visit Taxilon, located at 1 Golf Ace Colombo, level 3, if not even at Colombo 7. Everything is available on Google Map. Check them out today. I'm Amal Kumaria today. Petals by Hasa are part of the show. I'm telling you, they have such a range for you to choose from. You have a big day coming up. You want to really surprise someone, be extra romantic, all types of things you want to do. And he is the master in this business because one, he really knows how to mix and match, make that moment special, and at the same time, spoil you with options. So if you have a big day coming up, planning your wedding, do speak to them. They are the best in the business and they really know how to make a moment very, very special. For my two lovely ladies, the reds will go with her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A little bouquet for Fahad. You get a voucher as well.
So they don't get vouchers?
No, because you have a girlfriend, you can buy for her.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right? That's why you get a small.
Thanks.
Thank
And
you.
that's for you.
Thank you.
And that's from our friends, Petals by Hasa.
Every space.
Now that there's always a bit of a fight to be in an industry that is actually expanding, and we're having a lot of events, especially considering the fact that there was a dull period for like 2 to 3 years, then we came back strong. Sometimes the clients or even the person who's doing the event does not want an MC who is known or whatever. They just want somebody who will just read and leave. So, or people who are very, what can I say, they're on a seesaw when it comes to their costing. They'll do for 10, they'll do for 50, they'll do for 5, they'll also do for 100. When it's like that, does it affect you all directly?
Well, I think that at least for me, I think people come for something specific. They're coming for that sort of energy, that vibe, that language mix kind of thing, and for that price point, it is fine. So I don't think they're looking for something generic.
Right, got you.
So I think it works out in that sense. Doesn't really affect me.
I would say the same thing. When people approach me, they know what they're getting, and I think they're coming because they want this
That particular
essence.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't feel that. I would say that no matter how many people come, there's place for everyone, because different styles and different events are needed. So there's place for everybody who's talented.
And like, there are a lot of school-going candidates, Danu, who enter the industry, and they keep asking me, how much should I start charging if I am to come into the industry? So then I'm like, charge whatever the price you want that you feel comfortable. If you want to, because this is your brand after all, and you are stepping into the industry, so you need to protect yourself, and you need to be comfortable with whatever you want to charge, and if that makes you happy, that's more better.
Not exactly the advice that I want. Just left me completely lost again. What did she say then? Now, I'm sure you all would have worked with people who tend to, not... Now, see, there are issues with certain events, no? Is there a place to sit when you go? Is there, like, water given? Like, others are eating and you don't know whether, am I... So there are issues like that, especially even because we work at Hi, when we send our team, the crew, they're also confused whether even if the waiter offers them something, they're like, you feel really bad because you are not a head count for them, but they're being offered and they're like, so it's always they just say no. So how do you all handle that? It's a big problem. I just want to know any issues, any situations there you all have been like, oh.
But I think like now at most hotels, like all the banquet staff are friends.
Very friendly.
They're like, we'll give you something from the kitchen, just wait.
No, Danu, even before we
Yeah.
before the briefing, our green tea is like brought and they're like,
Cheers, warm
cheers,
water.
everything
Yeah.
is set.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We don't even have to ask. They
Not
know what
anymore.
we want, and they just keep
it's
it
there.
ready.
They're
Yeah.
very nice.
The hotel.
Yes. We've been in and out the hotels. I can recognize hotels by the chandelier, by the carpet,
carpet.
by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
door.
And it's-
That's how much this is our home.
And it's so nice that the banquet staff kind of addresses us and, respects us for who
Yeah.
we are. And then, we have that kind of friendly conversation with them, like, how's life
And
going?
if you want something different, like අයියද black coffee එකක් නෙමෙයිද?
Yeah.
Type, so they know, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that time has sort of passed now.
But when you all were starting, was it like an issue?
I don't eat generally, so I don't expect anything from clients.
Like if it's like a dinner dance where you're like the whole night?
No, sometimes I don't eat at all, Danu. Like, I'm scared that my stomach will bloat. Yeah, a bit weird.
But generally, if it's a dinner dance, the organizer like, please eat.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
even if they have not planned anything, when they're drunk, everything comes our way.
Uh,
Then you're like on the organizer's table chatting with them and like, no need to host now.
That's
Just
when I want to hide.
when they ask you to come.
Please dance with me.
Oh.
Right.
Okay, I don't have that problem.
But these are like common issues that people do face, right? Even bands sometimes. Like now, I think it's on the contract, but some people could be nasty and be like, no.
I've never had that problem.
Maybe
I've
because
always
you're
been
foreign.
told. I have no idea.
And you speak like you speak so kind. Like, oh, that will be wonderful. I'll be there at 7. Hey, Connie, this one is very nice, man.
But you know what actual problem is? So at when we are MCs and we ask for chairs
In the corner, yeah.
in the corner, we go on stage, you come back, some other people.
Somebody who
Always.
is doing the lights or
Yeah.
something is like,
So that's a practical problem. So you ask for more chairs, and the problem keeps turning up. Yeah, that is a problem.
Even after keeping our stuff there.
Yeah, that is a practical problem.
do y'all get ticked off when somebody is just constantly like in your ear saying,
We don't wear the.
no, just literally in your ear.
There are instances where they give us the earpiece and then like we have to listen to everything, and then sometimes they be like, tell them to hype up, more hype, and then we're like, we're already hyping and we can hear you.
But how do y'all handle that?
So I think yeah, once or twice is okay, but if you're at an event and you identify, okay, this person is so nervous, they're coming up in your ear. So what I generally do is during a break, I say, okay, tell me everything.
Yeah, don't come back
Yeah.
to me, just tell
And
me
if
now.
you have anything, send me a WhatsApp and I'll keep my phone here, kind of thing. So it helps ease their
That's a good
nerves. Yeah.
technique for people who are listening, for
Just
those
drop
who
me
are
a
like
WhatsApp.
nervous
Yeah.
about an event.
I just think that this is part of my job. I mean, we are hosting a live event. Things are bound to go wrong. People are bound to come at the last minute. So as much as possible, I accommodate and I'm very flexible. And I hope that I'm always part of the solution for somebody.
So,
You know, I always
You
go to
just-
an event thinking that I'm here as the solution, not the problem. I cannot be a diva. This is not a place for me to tell the event manager that I cannot accommodate you. No, I'm always here to accommodate. That's my job. I understand this is a live event.
But
of
that's
course,
That's the pitch, ladies.
there you go. That is
the
how
pitch.
you get your event sorted. Danu, learn one thing or two. More
But
than
Danu,
two.
don't expect us to bring the award or the plaque and come on
I hope
stage
you get
now.
a prize for this.
Oh, that's why. Because, you know, off stage, Trishma will say, like,
Fahad,
I'm kidding.
Fahad.
She wouldn't. Would she wouldn't.
It's time to get into a game, and it's called Smackdown. A truly Sri Lankan product, Smack has been around for so long, giving us such a refreshing drink whenever we want to fight the heat. Fahad and I could relate to one thing. We're at a pool canteen,
Yeah.
and there they serve Smack.
And
Not at the school canteen, because
The pool canteen,
that
yeah.
was the posh one.
I've had it too.
What were you doing in our school?
Swimming.
Ah, because you all didn't have a pool, sorry. And yeah, that's
Thanks
where,
for having us.
No worries. And that was actually a refreshing drink.
and the soup also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, you have made it in life, like you have collected enough for that month when you can have a soup,
Yeah.
a Smack, and hopefully a pastry with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
That means you have nailed it. That means that month's collection has been great. So if not, you have a rich parent. I didn't have that option, so I had to collect. It was a once in 2 months kind of a situation. But anyway, Smack has been around for so long, giving us such a refreshing Sri Lankan drink, and the fact that they use natural fruits, even the milk, they help the farmers around them, they help develop the communities around them. It is always a give and take policy for them. And at the same time, they are giving you good resource to your body. There's no added artificial coloring. It's a real deal. Thank you, Smack, for joining us on the show. You can also enjoy all the knickknacks that they have. Question time, children.
It's like an exam.
Okay. Here we go. What is made out of rubber, handed out at some schools, and exists to prevent mistakes?
Erasers.
Very good.
Wait, there's a prize for this, right?
Yes.
Okay. How many questions?
Just let me read.
I want to know, like,
You
how
have
many
now got one.
Okay,
You are
but-
leading.
total how many?
I think
10.
there's about
10.
Wow, really?
What's white, sticky? It's better to spit than swallow.
Chewing gum.
No.
Glue?
Why are you?
I don't know. It's not in a school theme.
Why are you spitting?
I
I
don't
don't know. I'm not going to tell you what. Sharon, your mind is in the
Thinking.
gutter.
A stamp.
No. Toothpaste.
Oh, it's not sticky.
Exactly.
Yeah, what kind of toothpaste are you using?
I'm sorry. What kind of toothpaste do you all use? Have you all ever tried it?
Yeah.
Texture in your hand.
Yeah, it's not sticky. Why do you brush your
Can
teeth?
somebody bring a toothpaste for Fahad to try with
Oh,
it?
I'm not
Everybody
going to
likes-
say the brands, but it's not sticky.
It's not. It is. I'm great for protection. You use your fingers to get me off. What am I?
Umbrella. You can't disagree with that.
I can.
A helmet?
No. I'm great for protection. You use your fingers to get me off. To get me off.
Off you? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have a helmet. It's for protection. You use your fingers and you get it off.
You're using your hands.
Oh,
just
okay.
fingers.
Just the fingers.
get it off.
Gloves.
Correct.
Come, what?
I was
We're
about
equal
to
now.
say
We're
gloves.
equal. Okay, what each?
Come on.
Sharon, are you a part of this show?
Yes, I'm listening. I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I'm usually around 6 inches long, Tastes great in your mouth and sometimes salty, but I taste even better with butter.
Hot dog.
No.
Sausage.
Sausage.
No.
Better with butter.
Breadsticks?
No.
Bread buns.
Come on,
Croissants.
the bun.
Croissant.
No, it's a corn.
Oh.
Oh, it's a type of food, so.
Ah. What goes up lets out a load and then goes back.
An elevator.
Correct.
You read that somewhere.
I'm leading. A win
No,
is a
that's
win.
also because we were both waiting for the same elevator yesterday. What does every woman have that starts with V and that she can use to get whatever she wants?
Values.
What do you want?
No.
Vision.
What vision? We all have
Opinion.
visions.
We.
V, not opinion, is not V.
Opinion.
Opinion. Sharon, do you like to even try?
We. I'm not good at games.
It's something that you use every day.
I don't want to say the
You
brand.
make money out of it.
Voice.
Correct?
Sharon.
I'm sorry, Fahad. I'm so sorry.
Luckily, there are two prices of this back thing.
Some people prefer being on top. Others prefer being at the bottom. And it always involves a bed.
Sleeping in a bunk bed.
Correct. Well done. Congratulations, Fahad.
Well
You're
done,
not the
Fahad.
winner, but Trishma, would you like to share some of these products?
Depends. It depends, Fahad.
And he held the torch, for you.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. I'll never forget that.
He brought
Thank
you out
Fahad.
of darkness.
Yes, that's true.
And technically,
That is
some of those
true.
food ones were like, on the fence. Huh? Like the corn, sausage also works.
When have you just put butter on sausage and eaten it?
We have.
Just butter on sausage.
Tasty.
Y'all are just strange set of people. Let's get into a break. Making it proud and stylish, our friends at Tony Palais, who are dressing me today, really know how to give the styles that we need when it comes to footwear. They've really mastered the art, from their leather soles to their rubber soles and so much more. They have such a variety for you to choose from. In terms of designs, they have over 300 at any given time. Check out their social handles today to purchase your favorite pair that will go with your casual, semi-casual, formal, you name it, they have it all. Our friends at Shirtworks will definitely not disappoint you. If you're not going to, find those options for you to feel comfortable with in terms of shirts. Now, sometimes when I find shirts, the arms are fine, but the stomach does not work. Sometimes my chest is a bit too tight. All these type of problems. If you don't fall into that perfect bracket, well, you don't have any of those worries anymore. You can now stitch a shirt that really fits you well. You can visit Shirtworks and they will work with Edie's array of fabrics, giving you stunning, amazing shirts. And the best part is you can style your collar, you can style your cuff, you can style whatever you want the way you want. Always there's a comment about the suit that I wear in terms of where do you find this? It's very simple. I just go to Tuxilon and they know exactly the fact that I want all these crazy colors. I like to experiment, mix and match and all of these stuff. Well, you can now go to town because they have so much to choose from in terms of fabric, in terms of detailing and so much more. Visit Tuxilon, located at 1 Golf Ace Colombo, level 3, if not even at Colombo 7. Everything is available on Google Map. Check them out today. I'm Amal Kumaria today. Petals by Hasa are part of the show, and telling you they have such a range for you to choose from. You have a big day coming up. You want to really surprise someone, be extra romantic, all types of things you want to do. And he is the master in this business because one, he really knows how to mix and match, make that moment special, and at the same time spoil you with options. So if you have a big day coming up, planning your wedding, do speak to them. They are the best in the business and they really know how to make a moment very, very special. For my two lovely ladies, the reds will go with her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A little bouquet for Fahad. You get a voucher as well.
So they don't get vouchers?
No, because you have a girlfriend, you can buy her.
Oh, that is so cute.
Right? That's why you get a small.
Thanks.
Thank
And
you.
that's for you.
Thank you.
And that's from our friends, Petals by Hassan.
Every space.
I love this segment. Fahad, this could be your winning moment.
I can see what it says there. I'm sure I want to win it.
What do you think? The other two ladies are just sitting and clapping at
I
home.
really want it.
It's from Midnight Divas. If y'all are not occupied, even self-serving materials are available.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Here we go, your questions. You all need to understand this show is, now I don't know, when I look at her, I don't even feel like answering these questions. I feel like there's like an invisible halo that's visible only to me and a set of wings that have just popped out of nowhere.
No, Fahad will agree with that.
What, about the wings or the halo?
I'm a pretty good girl.
She's like one of the nicest people out there. Like doesn't
And
even
very
say anything.
silent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Annoying. Man. Sharon?
Yes.
This one of course has a
Yeah.
Kotena, no?
You're from Kotena?
She is a Kotena killer. Those ones are a bit wild-like.
Really.
My mother's family comes from there.
And we're convent girls.
They're
that's
convent
it.
girls. Here we go.
Do you need help?
Okay. You have been forced, unfortunately, to just choose one position for the rest of your life in bed. What would that pose be? Actually, Trishma, you don't need to answer this. These two can.
You're not talking about like sleeping positions. You're like talking about sexual positions.
How else are you going to sleep? Upside down?
I don't know.
I'm not talking about sleep at all here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
And?
I have a very specific position that I like,
Right, tell me.
but it just involves me lying back.
Face up, right?
Yeah. So the position is
No,
like
I'm happy that it's face up.
yeah.
I will be like, otherwise I thought I knew you.
And you know my girlfriend on top of me.
Right. We didn't need the second part of the call.
Good to know.
Yeah. Sure.
I thought we can ignore my part.
What?
No, just.
So nobody's answering that. Just I'm the only one answering
Yeah.
that.
Right now, you're the only one who has answered.
I'm
1
supposed to
point.
answer.
If you could make 3 sexy wishes, what would they be?
Sexy wishes.
I am exempted from this round. Right?
No. Now you're back on it. Just the first question.
3 sexy wishes. Damn. One that
Everything Fahad is answering.
what's it? Nobody's answering.
Yeah, true.
One that the condom opens the first time you try to open the packet.
It opens on that moment, okay?
Yeah, that you don't wait for it. Number 2, like when-
Patience could also be, no.
so that like that would be my wish.
Right.
Like
That's the only thing.
Yeah, everything is fine. I'm very happy.
It's a very specific one.
Because you know, guys know it's very difficult. Like you know, if you use condoms, you know.
Yeah. I'm not feeling shy. You?
Very shy now.
You?
I like someone dominating me.
Whoa, we went from here to like
We
damn.
went from boom. We just took off. We just took off.
I think you set the context right. A quarter head, a cornball. I think no matter how much I answer, I'm going to lose this round for that.
Army don't watch.
Trishma.
Different locations can be adventurous.
Oh,
so
the
yeah,
way she
yeah.
put it, within the house or
No, of course,
on the road?
Different locations. It adds to the spice of life.
And that
If
was
you
for you.
hear a specific accent coming from somewhere,
What about you? What about you?
what am I?
Yeah.
My 3 sexy wishes?
I'm sure you have it planned.
Yes. To have some action. Being the first, second, third, all of it is that. I was actually talking about it today with my staff here. Like it's been a while.
People are going to bug us about.
Okay. Okay, one last question. Okay, it's a yes or no thing. If you could give an enemy of yours a lap dance, but they are willing to pay you $2 million, would you do it?
Enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to think if I have an enemy, but I'm not sure. I don't think I have one.
Then I'm going to tell you that they're enemy.
Okay. But if they're giving me 2 million,
million.
Sri Lankan? No.
Dollars. Very specific. Like, dollars? not rupees? Rupees? I'm going. Yes.
No, I'm still not going to do it. No. I think we know who that belongs to. Yay, Sharon, at least you won something.
There are things that
And out of everything, it had to be from Midnight Divas.
Sharon, I'm going to say,
Yes. Thank you.
if you want, I'll come home
Yes.
with an umbrella or something and just hammer the shit out of you.
I'm going to get a few calls after this.
Time for a
Sharon,
break.
are you available?
Making it proud and stylish, our friends at Tony Palais, who are dressing me today, really know how to give the styles that we need when it comes to footwear. They've really mastered the art, from their leather soles to their rubber soles and so much more. They have such a variety for you to choose from. In terms of designs, they have over 300 at any given time. Check out their social handles today to purchase your favorite pair that will go with your casual, semi-casual, formal, you name it, they have it all. Our friends at Shirtworks will definitely not disappoint you. If you're not going to, find those options for you to feel comfortable with in terms of shirts. Now, sometimes when I find shirts, the arms are fine, but the stomach does not work. Sometimes my chest is a bit too tight. All these type of problems. If you don't fall into that perfect bracket, well, you don't have any of those worries anymore. You can now stitch a shirt that really fits you well. You can visit Shirtworks and they will work with Edie's array of fabrics, giving you stunning, amazing shirts. And the best part is you can style your collar, you can style your cuff, you can style whatever you want the way you want. Always there's a comment about the suit that I wear in terms of where do you find this? It's very simple. I just go to Taxilon and they know exactly the fact that I want all these crazy colors. I'd like to experiment, mix and match and all of these stuff. Well, you can now go to town because they have so much to choose from in terms of fabric, in terms of detailing and so much more. Visit Taxilon, located at 1 Golf Ace Colombo, level 3, if not even at Colombo 7. Everything is available on Google Map. Check them out today. I'm a Malkumaria today. Petals by Hassa are part of the show. I'm telling you, they have such a range for you to choose from. You have a big day coming up. You want to really surprise someone, be extra romantic, all types of things you want to do. And he is the master in this business because one, he really knows how to mix and match, make that moment special, and at the same time, spoil you with options. So if you have a big day coming up, planning your wedding, do speak to them. They are the best in the business and they really know how to make a moment very, very special. For my two lovely ladies, the reds will go with her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A little bouquet for Fahad. You get a voucher as well.
So they don't get vouchers?
No, because you have a girlfriend, you can buy for.
Oh, that is so cute.
Right? That's why you get a small.
Thanks.
Thank
And
you.
that's for you.
Thank you.
And that's from our friends, Petals by Hassan. I think to be a compere, you also need to be professional. One bad move one day, and the name sort of stays on. That they'll never forget that because a lot of people depend on you. The event organizers, the company that has booked you, to the client, to the acts, to the stage, everything. So I think these three guys have proved, there are so many, but they have proved why they deserve to be where they are. So now we are going into like old time pictures, okay? We'll talk about moments. Trishma, you have literally you have like one photograph.
Wow. Wow. I'm surprised you picked that out.
Good.
Oh, wow.
He's very good at his research.
This is when, do you remember?
I don't know. I look like I'm about. Do I look the same? Well, I think I would have been 4. Yeah.
Okay.
That's at home. My mom clicked.
This is in India or here?
No, growing up, I spent a part of my childhood in Dubai.
Oh,
So that was
you have been
there.
in a few places.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, that's it.
So you married a Sri Lankan.
I married a Sri Lankan.
Where did you meet him?
I met him in Mumbai.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
And was it love, instant love?
I mean, there's no way you can look at him and look away. He's really good looking in my eyes. So, yeah, it was definitely an attraction for sure.
Oh, yeah. Cool thing you did.
I want to know, the person who is hugging you from the back, is he doing like one of those moves?
It's a she. And you know when this was, we went to...
Yes, I'm asking about the person behind you.
Yeah, she's
On
like
top.
doing a dab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's doing a dab.
Yeah.
And you are just like,
Yeah, I did my dab in the previous picture.
okay.
You're falling for a while, about 8 minutes. You can there are
So you can
multiple
do a
things
few dabs.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. At that time, dabs were trending, not anymore. Just saying. This was one of your bucket lists.
Yeah, in Dubai, skydive, and it's amazing.
Would you do it again?
I did another one in Australia about 2 years ago. It's like cool. I would do it any chance I get. It's like one of the coolest things to do.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
do you feel like your heart is about to like burst when you're just about to jump?
No, because I'm like really into like superhero stuff, and so when I'm falling, I feel like one of those, like, damn, this is probably what they feel like, kind of thing. No, not nervous and all. I'm like just like
I don't think I'm cut off for that kind of trauma. Sharon, I think we have all had bad days in our lives. Please explain this to me. What happened?
I think this was a girls' night.
Yeah, and you are not happy to be there? Or you have had...
One of my friends were after a bad breakup, and the girls decided to meet up. And this is me playing cards or something. Yeah. Did you like go through the rest of the pictures?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a sexy shot of me. Oh yeah. So that's
This was the trip.
No, this was a different
Oh.
one. Yeah.
God, they've had many breakups then. They met for every breakup?
Yeah. Well, we stick like glue.
That is great. Happy?
Oh yeah.
What were you
Oh.
hosting? Why are you
I
crying?
love that picture because the photographer captured two different emotions at once. I was crying and smiling at the same time. So that picture was when I was taking over as president of my Toastmasters Club.
Oh.
And at that moment, that was my speech as the president, like taking over inaugural speech as the president. And I was thanking everybody who helped me along the way. And this was the moment when I was talking about my husband.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So my
that's so
eyes
sweet.
welled up with tears, but I was also happy. So yeah, there you go.
Aww. Can you believe it that Sharon was 22 at this time?
Yeah. And nice and slim, no?
You are the same and you look fabulous. Where was this? Do you remember? What's his green office?
In office. They're still green.
Oh. So, talking about superhero madness, you sacrifice an arm,
I did.
one whole hand.
Damn, that's a nice picture.
He's very good at searching.
This tattoos. Do you ever feel you'll regret it?
What? No, never.
Never. Okay.
Oh yeah. 20.
Mom,
Mom, brother,
you.
and me.
How
Yeah.
the mom?
Hot, no?
I
My brother has lost his hair though.
okay.
Wow. Okay, that was yet another Toastmasters event. As you can see, Toastmasters has been a big part of my life.
I can see that.
Yeah. And we were having a Bollywood night. Yeah. That's me dancing.
This was here.
It was here.
In Sri Lanka?
Yeah.
Were you a part of Toastmasters? Were you a part of Toastmasters? Did you do elocution?
Yes.
Did you do
Auntie,
elocution?
Mrs. Lord.
Did you do elocution?
I did. Yes.
I didn't do any of these. Ta-da!
Damn, man.
This were the radio days?
Talk
No.
about glow up.
Thanks. So this was where I used to work at a publications company, Image-wise. And you know, before they do a shoot, they do a light test.
You were the model, test model.
Yeah, I wouldn't use the word model, but I was the I was the person there for that.
Test subject.
Damn. Ill-fitting clothes also. We'll put this behind.
As we're having a display moment here. Now we need to wrap things up on the show. I must say thank you for being here.
Thank you for
I
having
really
us.
hope you all enjoyed it.
Yes, we had fun.
Please understand this is a fun show and we don't take things very seriously. So people who watch also know about that. Sharon, thank you so very much. One person who has always constantly been a supporter, she'll always write to me when I have done something that needs a bit of a congratulations. She's always there, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Believe it or not, Fahad looks a bit older, but he's my age. Yeah.
Same batch?
Yeah.
Same batch, but you know, yeah, I have a bath in the youth river, and yeah, Fahad is
That's
a
a
bit
different. That's a weird way to describe Botox, but okay. Youth river, okay.
Fahad is a bit used.
Aging gracefully.
Yes, and yeah, so and also it's remarkable to see Fahad's journey from from still a trainer, and the painful discipline that he has is just remarkable, which is amazing. You know, people lose weight, but we like to put it back on, but he never did. That's amazing. Trishma, thank you so very much for being here. Absolutely amazing. I've always loved the way you speak with a smile. Always. I can spot when you're hosting is because that even the worst thing we see on stage is very pleasantly put out there. Listen, we have a terrible act coming your way. So it's very nice. Thank you for being here, and thanks for being such a good team for co-supporting each other. On that note, we wrap things up. We will see you again with another episode of Date with DANU. Till then,